and I think a close second is the Dolphins.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. It's not looking too good. They're 1-3. But going into the season, I would have told you.
Who did they beat?
I don't even know. I don't know. But going into the season, I would have told you they're the best constructed team roster wise, top to bottom. But now they're sitting 1-3, and Lamar Jackson could be
They beat
injured.
Cleveland.
Okay, well, that's not much of an accomplishment, but
Yeah.
yeah, Lamar is facing some injury concerns, so that could impact how they do in the next couple of weeks. We'll see how his injury impacts him. But they're tied with the Browns for last in the division, which is not too good. They're scoring points, which is good, 131 points this season, but their defense has not been playing good. They've given up 133 points. So that's not good.
This is the Sportsway Podcast.
4 stones in the LDs at the bottom. GA certified before I was GIA certified. Mr. M and Cash, anytime you see me, you know.
Fitz and Christian, the deadliest podcast duo in the country.
You know, supercar driving, brush screen flying, designer wearing, golden child, you know.
Welcome to this episode of Sportsway Podcast. Please tune in and enjoy the episode.
Talk about some things we can do. Just in the bed, I can find you. 6'1" on the money, 9'2". You just said a word like I want to. Text no replies, but I knew I knew.
Welcome to the newest edition of the Sportsway Podcast. I'm Fitz and that is
Christian Mott.
And we are your hosts of this podcast, and we are coming to you from the beautiful, craved Midwest at the University of Indiana, or at Indiana University and Carroll University. Let's go, Christian. Before we roll into the episode, we haven't been on in a while. We're in very new environments from when we filmed the last episode. Let's just give an update on how school's going, how classes are going, work, social life. So you wanna go first?
Sure. So I'm at Indiana University, Bloomington. I've been here for about over a month for sure. I think I'm nearing into 2 months. I don't know exactly how long exactly, but yeah, it's been great. Still transitioning. It's going to be an even bigger transition as we get towards the winter and like experience a real winter, which I've never experienced. Being in Arizona and Cali, never had to deal with winters. But everything's been good. I got a job working with the football team. I'm a water boy, and it's great. The football team, good energy. We're ranked number 8 in the country, so the vibes are up for sure. And yeah, I've just been enjoying college. First semester freshman year is all about getting adjusted and stuff. So I'm aware of that, and it will get easier as time goes on. But everything's been good so far.
Yeah, social life's going well.
Yeah, social life's going pretty well.
All right. I guess it's my turn now. I am at Carroll University in Waukesha, Wisconsin. For those of you who don't know where Waukesha is on the map, it's about a 30-minute commute out from downtown Milwaukee. So it's in the Milwaukee area, just west of Milwaukee, because obviously east is the lake. But no, everything's been going good. Classes have been going good. Got my first exam this week. I think we're gonna do pretty well on it. Just got to study, and just as Christian said, first semester is always about just trying to get your feet wet, seeing what works, see what doesn't. But no, it's been going well, and yeah, just hoping to keep the ship rolling. Don't want anything to run off the rails at all. But yeah, so classes are going good. I also have a job. I am one of the managers of the Carroll basketball team. We are a D3 school. Obviously Christian's in season right now with football, but basketball is in the winter. So had a couple of practices. Mostly what I'm doing is taking stats and like being on the side. Like if someone hits the floor, just wiping off the sweat off the floor so people don't slip and potentially tear their Achilles, like Tyrese Halliburton. But I mean, yeah, it's been going good. Team's looking good. So yeah, that's been going well. Social life's been going well. Meeting a lot of people. Making some good friends. Like it's always like Christian said, it's always an adjustment for a semester. Just trying to figure it out. Meet your people. Trying to meet as many people as you can. Try to just get adjusted. I mean, we're both West Coast. We're both West Coast choppers going to the Midwest. So I think that the I think that the biggest adjustment is just being like a kind of being on the other side of the country, being away
Yeah.
from home,
Yeah.
and like
We both
Christian,
know we both know like no one.
yeah, I know. I don't know about you, Christian. Probably not as much for you because Indiana's such a big school, but for Carroll, I have gotten a few eyebrow raises when I tell people I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. So let's just I'm from. I did get one person. I'm like, yeah. They're like, where are you from? I'm like, oh, I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. It's like, how the hell did you hear about Carroll? I'm like, well, um, yeah. So I mean, it's been good. Yeah, definitely some eyebrow raises when the Arizona boy comes into town. But
Yeah.
yeah, everything's been good. Um, and yeah, just hoping everything can go well. I've been in for it's a month today. So I moved in
Really.
August. Yeah, I moved in August 29th.
How much or longer was I in school? Is it 2 weeks? So 3 weeks?
I think you were in school for
Or like get into
no, you
college at
like
college?
10 days.
Oh, 10 days. Okay. So I'm past a
Not 10.
month. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
Like 10 days.
Okay.
You started class this the day before I left for Arizona. Before I left
Okay.
Arizona. So, yeah, and I'm going home in 2 weeks for fall break. Get to see some of the guys, see some family, watch the Packers get a W in the desert. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Well, let's get rolling with the episode. First things first. Let's just talk about some of the stuff from yesterday with some of the games. Bad Bunny. Well, this is a little bit unrelated, but Bad Bunny is performing in the Super Bowl halftime show this year in San Francisco. It'll be interesting to just see how the season's going. I mean, there's a lot of potential and just lots of. I mean, there's some teams that are like doing really well that we didn't expect, and then some teams that are kind of shit in the bed in a way.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that later in our contender versus pretender segment. But Christian, just some overall thoughts about Bad Bunny, because I know you said you wanted Post Malone instead.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely had a good uh couple years. I think he dropped an album, I think either last year or this year or whatever. But he's definitely a big influential guy. I understand when the NFL doing this, they're gonna get a lot of Spanish audience involved, probably just to watch the halftime show. They might not even know what's going on because they're used to football down there in Spain and in Mexico. But it's good that they're gonna bring in a foreign artist, very popular. I know I got some Mexican friends, Spanish friends that can like are really like speak the language and they really like Bad Bunny's songs, like they understand it and stuff. So I'm sure they're pleased with that. Um,
My
Me
cousin's a
personally,
big Bad Bunny fan.
what?
My cousin's a big Bad Bunny fan.
Well, does he know what he's saying?
Yeah,
Uh,
he's from Mexico.
okay. That's all right. That's
Yeah,
good.
so he went to his show in Chicago a couple years ago.
Okay, nice. Well, yeah, I would have preferred Post Malone. I think he's a cross genre guy. He's just done it all in terms of his rap career, his hip hop career, country. But I'm biased. But I think he'll be
Yeah,
good.
so am
He'll be
I.
good. Yeah,
Hey, don't worry, we'll see him this summer.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's the plan.
um,
That should be the plan.
that either him or Morgan Wallen, man.
Yeah, that'd be
That's the
tough.
move. That is the move. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into some of these. Let's get into some of these games. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Jackson Dart with an absolutely electric game yesterday, beating the
Are we
Chargers.
starting off here, Fitz? Is this where we're
Which
starting?
what would Yes, we are starting here.
Okay, okay. I thought
Uh,
we would start with the more recent game.
well, I mean that one was awful. I mean,
Okay, okay, whatever.
who the fuck scores 40 points each in ties? Like, when was the last time that ever happened?
That's
But we'll
called
get to that.
that's called NBA defense.
There's just Packers defense was awful last night, but we'll cover that in a minute. Yeah, Jackson Dart started over Russell Wilson, or they benched Russell Wilson for Jackson Dart, I should say. I mean, clearly the Russell Wilson experiment didn't work out when he threw 18 balls into the crowd on last Sunday against the Chiefs. But no, Jackson Dart played well. I mean, after posting a picture of Madison Beer on his Instagram story, he definitely backed it
You
up a
did?
little bit. Yeah, that's what they said.
Damn, all right.
I'm like, yeah, and yeah.
That's
So
Herbert's girl.
that is Herbert's girl, and he
Yeah,
fucking kicked Herbert's ass.
yeah, he did. He did.
So I mean, we'll see if he can keep this up. This was definitely an impressive showing. 13 for 20 overall with 111 yards, which I mean for passing is I guess it's
All right.
fine.
Without
I
Malik
mean,
Neighbors, though.
yeah, I know. Cam Scadaboo had 25 carries and for 75 yards. I mean, that's 79 yards. So I mean, dude, talk about the Scat, man. Scat's a dog. Like, let's just put he's one of the shortest guys that I scratched that. He's the shortest guy on the entire field, and he's got the biggest heart.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
so I mean, Scadaboo is just an absolute dog. And he was like that at Arizona State during the Peach Bowl when he puke and rally. Um, so I mean, he's just proved that he's something like this. And I kind of knew this year whoever got him would get an absolute steal and an absolute dog.
Yeah, he definitely plays like CT doesn't exist. My dad has been saying though that if eventually he's gonna get injured because the running back position gets injured quite a bit because they have to
Yeah, I know.
run up
And
against
they're
big
right.
guys,
Yeah,
and he
they're running in
runs
all those
different
guys,
than
man.
most running backs. He looks for contact. Some
Dude,
running
I
backs,
know.
they'll
Dude, it's the first game in Washington. I don't know if you saw that clip where he caught it and then tried to
yeah
just fucking
yeah
like
he
that, you
hunts.
know?
He hunts. Sometimes it's
Dude,
contact over yards for him. He's
bro,
just
I
looking for
like
a
it.
headbutt.
I like it. I like it though. We need more intensity like that in the NFL, man. There's too many
Yeah
people who are avoiding contact.
yeah yeah.
You know?
I
Jordan
just
Love
hope
is not one
I
of
just
those
hope he's all
Jordan
right
Love
when
is
he's 70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan Love is not one of those guys avoiding contact either. I don't know if you watched that Thursday night football game a couple weeks ago, but when he lowered the shoulder on that Washington guy, damn, bro, that was wild. That definitely got my heart pumping a little bit. That was fun to watch. No, but let's move on to let's stay on the topic of the Giants, then we can move over to the Chargers and what they need to fix. Malik Neighbors did tear his ACL. Very, very unfortunate. Because I have him on my fantasy team and I can't drop him because he was my first round pick.
Yeah, he's on IR.
Yeah, Christian, what were you saying? You could learn a few lessons from me, just the fact of not who to not draft because they're just gonna be injured.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
usually in 2 or 3 leagues every year, so I think that's a good strategy. Moving on, just don't
Just
draft
not
guys that's drafts.
or Fitz has
They
picked
pick.
before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
last year's
it was.
Chris Godwin.
Yeah, that wasn't. I'm not saying I would have won the. I'm not saying I would have won the whole thing, but it definitely would have played a role in maybe the team being better. You know,
Yeah, I think
having
you'd have a chance still if
having
you
a better
got
record.
drafted better in the later rounds. You're a notorious later round snubber. You draft your defense 5 rounds earlier than you should. But
Probably.
it's all right. I guess next year you'll learn.
Dude, do you know how hard it is to be locked in for 14 rounds to 12 to 14 rounds?
I don't know. Just
No,
pop the pill.
16 to 17.
Just pop the Adderall.
Maybe fentanyl. No, but I mean, dude, Malik, bro. I mean, That's unfortunate. But like Christian, my league with your friends and the guys are saying this is like if my team was not injured, it'd be stacked.
I don't think you have a bench, Fitz.
I
It's
mean,
not just about the starting lineup. Like if once your guys go on buys, who's gonna sub in?
we'll figure that out. That's a future me problem.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but I mean, I don't know. The team definitely would be better. I'm
yeah,
gonna get my
yeah.
first. I'm gonna get my first win this week. So that's
You
big.
put up some points this week for sure.
I did put up some points this week for sure, man. Matthew Stafford. Do I have Ashton Genty in that league?
Yeah, Ashton Jenny went
Okay.
off.
Yeah, Ashton Genty went ballistic, which is good. The only thing that sucked was that the Bears got an absolute bailout win yesterday. That was definitely a bailout win. I mean, we're talking about like being out of it the entire game, then just staying locked in and
What are they?
or
Two
not.
and two now.
Yeah, they're 2-2, and even getting that blocked field goal. That blocked field goal.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's insane. I mean, good for them. They haven't had a lot of hope, so I mean, it's also good to see the hope go up, and then when they play the Packers, it just goes all the way down. But we'll see how it goes. What do the Chargers need to do to get back on track next week? Who do you guys have next week?
We have the Commanders.
Okay. What do you
I don't
and
know if Jaden Daniels is playing or not. That would
Jane
definitely be.
Daniels? I think Jane Daniels has missed the last 2 games with an injury.
Yeah,
I think he's questionable to come back. We'll have to see. But I mean,
that's gonna be a big
either
factor.
way, either whether Jane Daniels is behind the center or not. What is it? What do you guys need to do to get back in the win column?
I think we need to. I think we need to run the ball more.
Okay.
We've been pass happy the last couple weeks. The Harbaugh, Greg Roman philosophy for the most part throughout the years has been run the ball, ground and pound, but we haven't been doing that as recently. I think a factor is Najee Harris getting injured. We have a rookie in there. We don't want to put too much on his back, but we saw him explode for like 10 carries, 100 yards versus the Giants last week. So I think that's an indicator he's ready for the uptick in carries, uptick in production, and I think just running the ball effectively will open up the pass game, play action, get the protect Herbert. Don't put the pressure on Herbert to do everything, especially with our O line not being as healthy. We just lost Joe Alt. Luckily, it was a high ankle sprain, so hopefully he'll be back in the next couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, hopefully. But that's definitely going to affect the pass protection. So you want to be careful with especially with two backup tackles, and you don't want to pass the ball as much. Defense has
Dude,
been playing solid. So I just think on the offensive end, gotta run the ball more and then get Ladd more involved.
yeah,
He's not been he might be a little injured. He's wearing like a shoulder brace. A smaller guy, so when he takes those hits, they have more of an impact. But
yeah,
if he's good to go, we need to get him involved more.
definitely. That's one. I think that's part of the reason why that killed you yesterday. Yesterday because you weren't getting Lad McConkey involved at all. Like you were just kind
Yeah,
of relying on other receivers. But going back to Joe Alt, dude, ankles are a pain in the ass. So I wouldn't rush those.
yeah.
Um, like I
Especially
had
he's a
to,
really tall guy too. So
dude, yeah. Um, and I can speak from experience. I've had so many twisted ankles before. They are like even like at least a few of them had to have been a sprain at least. But I mean, it's high school basketball and kind of needed to play, so I just kind of played through it. But I mean, looking
oh, look
back,
at
like
this tough guy. Look at this tough
yeah,
guy.
tough guy.
Yeah, tough guy.
No, but like there's like some looking back on it, should have been a few games. Like this was like the NBA, you would have been out like a
Yeah,
couple
but
games just to
it's
make
just
sure that
team
it's right.
captain type shit. It's just team
Yeah,
captain. You
yeah,
got you got to
exactly.
put it all out for the boys.
I'm such a team first guy. Um, no, but just don't rush that. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is you just screw it up even more. Like that's, um, I missed the first game last year doing it, like our first basketball game last year doing an ankle injury. You don't want to rush anything. You just want to kind of ease into it. And just make sure that it's right because you got a long season, and this team looks like a postseason team as well. Even though, yeah, I hope Harbaugh doesn't win a Super Bowl, but this definitely does look like a. This definitely does look like a.
It's
This
early.
definitely
It's
does look
early.
like a. Yeah, this does. This hey, this looks like a. This right
I
now,
got
right
plenty of wood
now.
right here.
This does look. This does look like a playoff team. Something could change. Something
Yeah.
could change. It's a long season. Like I thought the Packers were Super Bowl contenders now, but we'd be lucky to even get to the divisional. But I think this is a play. Shut your mouth. This is a playoff team right here. I think that they have a chance to make some noise, and Herbo can get his first signature win
Mm-hmm.
and become a
Shut
contender.
up about the signature win shit, bro. Signature win was against the Chiefs week 1 with the slide. They called it the slide game.
The slide game. They called it the slide game, bro.
I call it the slide game. That's what it's called now.
Okay, but that's you, but that's you, not the media. All right. Well, yeah. Let's move into that game last night. There's no easy way to say it. We played horrible. I mean, there's no easy way to say that. Our defense was maybe the worst that it's been in quite some time. I mean, our O line is injured. They're very, very injured. We've had so many false
Zach
starts.
Tom, right?
Zach Tom and Aaron Banks. We've had so many false starts. We've had so many missed blocks. It's ridiculous. Like we've literally fumbled both of our games. We could have been 4-0 if we would have blocked correctly on those field goal and extra point attempts. That's just
Special teams are important. Special teams are important.
That's just simply what it is. Like usually, like when, and I'm not being biased whatsoever. Like that's just facts. We block correctly in special teams that we're 4-0 going into our bye week. Like that's. I mean, that's just the only way to put it. Like there's no other. I mean, did we play like ass against the Browns? Yes, but the blocked field goal was definitely a part of why we lost. It was definitely a big part of why we lost that game because we were playing like even though we were playing bad, we still were in it.
Yeah.
And if we would have made that field goal, our defense was playing well. I mean, they were the only reason why they just allowed so many points was because they were put in some really tough situations. Like when Jordan Love threw that awful interception, and I mean they were like within the 30. Like that's a tough situation to be in. Like that. Let's just put it that way. The defense up before this Dallas game had played lights out. Now last night, I don't know where they were. I don't know what Jeff Heffley was doing, but it was awful. Like they were missing tackles. Micah Parsons only had one tackle. I mean,
Just sack.
would you call that a sack?
It was counted in the stats as a sack.
Okay. I mean, one sack. Like, what are we doing? Like, what is? This isn't the caliber of what he was in Dallas. Like he was. Like, I mean, I guess it is still early. It is still early. I don't know what because remember when right after we traded for him, he had all those back issues.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's still involved. I don't know what the situation is, but it's got to get fixed, and it's got to get fixed now. I mean, we got two very very winnable games. Very winnable games. We got Cincinnati, who will not have Joe Burrow, who's out for another 2 months with turf toe. And then we got Arizona, who beat the hell out of the Panthers and the Saints, but Panthers and the Saints aren't going anywhere. And then when they play two division rivals, they wet the bed. So I'm not worried about Cincinnati, Arizona, man. Like those are two very winnable games.
Yeah.
I think I'll be more irritated if we lose one of those games versus the tie and the game we've lost already.
Yeah.
But
Well, did you hear Tyreek Hill had a bad knee injury?
tonight?
Yeah, tonight.
Oh, I did not.
Yeah, I just heard about it.
Okay.
We play the
Yeah. Go
Dolphins
ahead.
in 2 weeks, so that will be good for us. We don't have to go
Where in Miami or in LA?
at the Dolphins.
I love how you're just looking up at the schedule to see where everything is. Yes, bro.
We got one of my
yeah.
only decorations right there.
Hey, that's all that's important. That's all that's important. It helps you out with episodes. I mean,
Yep.
yeah. Jordan Love did play well last night.
All right, take it out your mouth. Let's move on.
Okay. All right. You want let's give an update in our fantasy leagues.
Let's see. I'd have to go.
I'd have to double check.
Yeah, I'm doing decent in both of them. I'm getting absolutely butt whipped this week. But
By
I'm about
Alec?
to be 2-2. Yeah, I'm about to be 2-2. I have a solid team. I have Lamar Jackson, who might be hurt. I'm worried about that. Jonathan
Yeah,
Taylor.
what's going on with Lamar?
I think it's a hamstring.
No. Okay.
Javonte Williams, who's really having a resurgence of his career. He's doing good this year. Devontae Smith, who's been doing kind of mid. Roma Dunze, who's a dog. I have Zach Ertz and Mike Andrews as my tight ends. Brian Thomas Jr., I'm still waiting to break out. And then my key bench players are Jawan Jennings, Terrence Tracy, if he comes back and is all right. Terry McLaurin, who's injured. So yeah, solid squad. That's probably one of my better teams. And then in Fitz's league, that was my other friends. In Fitz's league, I'm about to lose. I'm about to be 1-3. My team's all right. I
We
got
love the
Tony
same record.
Pollard. I got Tony Pollard, Travis Etienne, Lad McConkey shitting the bed, Jordan Addison, Drake London, Terry McLaurin again, Zach Charbonnet, I guess Hollywood Brown. That team's not as good, but yeah, solid. Fitz is that's a 14 team league though, so
Dude, that draft was so long.
yeah, that draft was long.
Draft was so long. It was unbelievable. It was like an hour and a half. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, why is anyway. So
All right, tell us about your teams.
I'm in 4. I'm in 4 leagues. It's a little much.
Too. Yeah.
What are the other 2?
One with my floor in my dorm, and then one with
How many people are in that?
12.
Okay.
And then one with my a couple people I work with and their like roommates and stuff. That's 10.
Okay.
I think that's 10.
Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, so I'm in the one with your friends, which is 12. I'm in the one with my friends, which is 14. I'm in another one with some JGS people. That's damn, I don't know how many that is. I think that's either 10 or 12.
Okay.
And then I'm in with some college guys, and that's 6.
Oh, 6
Yeah,
person?
six people. We couldn't find enough. It was before we moved in.
Oh, okay.
It's just the people who we like knew before.
What's your best team, like best record wise?
I think it's that league. I'm gonna be 3-1.
Okay.
And then my league with the other JGS people, unless Garrett Wilson pops off, I'm gonna be 2-2. And then in the league with your friends, I'm gonna get my first win against Guillermo, which makes me 1-3. And then in my league, with my friends, I'm gonna beat Matthew Gibbs, and I'm gonna also move to 1-3.
Nice.
So yeah, getting all the teams on the board, which is good.
That is good.
Very good. Very good. So we'll give you guys some updates as the season's going through. I mean, how's Larry doing this week?
I don't know, dude.
Can we talk about how stupid this man's trades are? They're so bad.
None of them were accepted.
I know, but like that doesn't matter. They were awful.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me read.
We're putting him
I'm gonna
on
read like.
blast on the podcast.
No what?
Larry's being put on blast on the podcast.
Larry's being put on blast for these dumb trades that he's done. I'm gonna read 3 of them because they're awful. And that trade that Alec, shout out Alec, the trade you gave me was beyond awful, buddy. I mean that was bad. No, that was Guillermo and Matt. Oh my God! Here's one of the dumbest trades I've ever seen, and it makes me laugh every time I talk about it. Larry offered it to Guillermo, and Guillermo gets Chase Brown, Matthew Golden, and DJ Moore for CeeDee Lamb.
Well, that was before the injury. Was it? Or was that after the injury?
Yes, that was before the injury.
Well,
and
now
then,
it doesn't sound so bad because CD's gonna be out for a while.
Yeah, I know. And then the trade, I'll give the trade Alec gave me because this was before Malik Neighbors got injured. By the way, it's Trey Benson, Malik Neighbors, and Jordan Addison for Kenneth Walker III, Drake London, and Dynami Brown.
Well, you should have accepted that.
No, bro. Maybe looking back on it now, definitely should have accepted it.
Such a bad trade, huh, Fitz?
Not looking back on it, should have accepted it. And then this was another one that Larry made. I don't know who it was to, but this one was bad. Cedric Tillman, Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt, Bijan Robinson, and Josh Downs for Alvin Kamara, Nico Collins, and Jordan Mason.
Yeah, that's pretty ass.
And then he offered and then he offered Larry Chase Brown and DJ Moore for Derrick Henry.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about contender pretender.
Okay, let's do it. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna answer a few questions, whether like the surprise in the league so far, the biggest disappointment, and then we're gonna go into contender pretender. So let's get started with the biggest surprise of the season. Christian, who do you have?
Well, are we each doing one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're making this easy on me. Indianapolis Colts. They are coming off a loss, close loss to the Rams. It was a good game, but 3-1. No one expected them to be playing like this. Daniel Jones specifically is playing very, very well. Jonathan Taylor's playing like one of the best running backs in the league, which I'm not too surprised by. But most people were just thinking the offense wasn't going to be too good in general, so that was going to like limit his production. But the Colts are ahead of the division at 3-1. The Jags are also 3-1 on their tail. But when they made the announcement that they were switched from Daniel Jones to Anthony Richardson, most people were like, "Oh, this is kind of like a tanking move." Like they didn't expect them to really make any waves. But
Yeah.
So far in the beginning of the season, the Colts aren't just making waves; they're making tsunamis out here. So, they've been doing pretty well.
Yeah.
And they should have won that Rams game. It's just A.D. Mitchell had. I don't want to put someone on blast, but A.D. Mitchell had 2 bonehead plays. He had a holding, which discounted a Jonathan Taylor touchdown run, and then he fumbled.
That was bad.
Yeah, fumbled out the back of the end zone. So they really could have easily won that game if they would have converted on those 2 plays.
You want to talk about a bonehead play that cost your team the game? Did you watch Alabama Georgia on Saturday?
Briefly.
Did you see the highlight of that guy jumping in on the pile very late?
I heard about it, but I didn't watch it. No.
So they were like, it was like a 3rd and 1, and they didn't get it, by the way. And if Georgia were, and Alabama was like deep in their own end zone, and it was like running out the clock. So this play is going on, and then you just see this guy flying through the air, and he like goes full on out trying to tackle. Like, what are you doing? So I thought that was one of the dumbest plays, one of the dumbest plays of the college football season so far. I mean, that was awful. Yeah, that was That was bad. All right, now to my biggest surprise. Shit, this is kind of a hard decision. I'm gonna go with. And this is because I don't want to copy what you said because the Colts look that was a good pick. I'll maybe go with the Jaguars. The Jaguars. Didn't really have a lot of expectations going into the season. New coach. Just didn't. I mean, not a whole lot of people expected a whole lot from them. But they're 3-1. 3-1. Their only loss was to Cincinnati on the game Joe Burrow got hurt. I do feel like they've done a poor job of putting Travis Hunter in and out of whether he's going to play offense or defense. Right now, he's only played 9 snaps on defense throughout the year.
Really?
I think so, maybe
Oh,
more, but it was like he hasn't been playing a whole lot of defense.
he's played
Been
more
playing
than
more off.
9. That's for sure. He's played more than 9.
I feel like he has, but like he's been more on more trying to more on the offensive side of the ball than defensive side of the ball. And I don't think they've been
Yeah.
managing him well. I think I don't think they've been managing him well, very, very well at all.
Yeah, I think it's going to
So,
take some time with him. It's like a quarterback. You got to give him time. You got to give him a full year, and then you can start expecting more from him in the second year, I think.
yeah. So I mean, they got a big time win at San Francisco last weekend. And for first time head coach, that's always a good booster to just going on later in the season. I mean, it's always good for a first-time head coach to get a win like that on the road across the country. Like it's just very good for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're in a very good spot right now. They're in the same division with the Texans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Texans struggling, Colts are doing well. They haven't played each other yet, so they're tied for the top of the division. Damn, who else is in that division? Who else is in that division? It's the Texans, Colts, Jaguars,
Titans.
Titans. Oh, well, I mean, no, but that's Jacksonville's in a good spot right now. I think that they have a lot of momentum moving forward. Let's see. They have Kansas City next week, but on Monday night. But I think that's a winnable game. I really do. I think that's definitely where I think if they win that game, they're definitely going to be put on the map. So, I mean, is Kansas City tough to beat? Yes, but it's definitely going to be a winnable game. It's in Jacksonville, so they have the home field advantage. But I definitely think that it's going to be a tough game, but I think that they're going to come out on top.
Okay.
So, all right. Now, the biggest disappointment.
You go.
Okay. Damn. I think the biggest disappointment's been the Titans. Let's stay in the division. I think the biggest disappointment has been the Titans. Haven't had a whole lot
bigger things with the number 1 overall pick.
I mean, I wasn't like. I mean, the first year with a rookie quarterback is always a little rusty, but like this is what the hell is this? Getting shut out against the Texans, I mean, the Colts are good. Let's just get that straight. They played a good game last week against Indianapolis. Lost to the Rams. Week 1, they lost to the Broncos. So I mean, yeah. I definitely expected more out of the Titans just with the number 1 pick. I don't think he hasn't been playing well. He's had that Denver game. First game, obviously a little bit of nerves, but I think that he didn't come out ready to play. Then the week after they had the Rams, same thing. I think just not offense and defense weren't on the same page. And then last week they played good against the Colts, but it just wasn't enough with that defense, and defense wasn't doing good. And then yesterday was just awful. I mean, they made the Texans, who were 0-3, they made them look like they were like about to go to the Super Bowl, like 26-0. Are we serious? Cam Ward 10 for 26, 108 yards, 1 interception. That's not really good number. That's not really the numbers you want from your number one overall pick.
Yeah.
I mean, trying to think, were there any other quarterbacks that went like in like the top 10 this year?
No.
I feel like they're no? Okay.
It was Jackson Dart was the second. He was in the 20s. But I
Yeah.
think Cam Ward definitely hasn't been playing well, but he doesn't have much to work with. His O
I know.
line's not
I
too
he's
good.
listen. He's in a tough situation. Don't get me wrong, but like, I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe expect a little bit more from them just because he's the number one pick. So I think
Yeah.
that's why they're one of the biggest disappointments. And I think a close second is the Dolphins.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. It's not looking too good. They're 1-3. Going into the season, I would have told you
Who did they
uh
beat?
they I don't even know. I don't remember. But going into the season, I would have told you they're the best constructed team roster wise, top to bottom. But now they're sitting 1-3, and Lamar Jackson could be
They beat
injured.
Cleveland.
Okay, well that's not much of an accomplishment, but
Yeah.
yeah, Lamar is facing some injury concerns, so that could uh, impact how they do in the next couple of weeks. We'll see how his injury impacts him. But they're tied with the Browns for last in the division, which is not too good. They're scoring points, which is good, 131 points this season, but their defense has not been playing good. They've given up 133 points. So that's not
The
good.
Ravens have
Roquan
given
Smith
up
is doing,
133 points.
yeah, so far this season.
My
Roquan
lord, dude.
Smith Roquan Smith is dealing with, I think, a hamstring injury as well. And then they lost something Madubuike, a really good D tackle for them for the season. So injuries are definitely playing a role, but it's definitely disappointing seeing how they've done so far this year.
I know. And they got D-Hop.
Yeah, they did got D Hub.
So, I mean, they definitely
So
got some potential. Derrick Henry has to learn to hold on to the ball.
yeah,
I mean, he had that. Yeah, I think. What do you think is more disappointing, their season or that Buffalo game?
mm, I'd say their season because um, losing to Buffalo. Buffalo's a really good team. They're always a contender. You know,
It's
they
not
can
the
come
fact
back
that
on
they
anyone.
lost; it's how they lost.
I understand how they lost, but like it's Buffalo. Like they could come back on anyone. I feel like, especially when you
Okay.
got Josh Allen at quarterback, you got a good defense that's been around for a while. Um, but yeah, I just think who did the Ravens lose to this past week?
Kansas
Do you
City.
know? Kansas City. Yeah, I mean Kansas City's good, but um,
They're
yeah,
not.
it's tough.
They're not superstars.
Yeah, I mean they've played some really hard teams, difficult teams other than the Browns,
Yeah.
but to be sitting at 1-3 when you have one of the best constructed rosters in the league, I just think it's a disappointment.
They lost to Detroit on Monday night last week.
And I don't think that one was too close.
It was close for a good chunk of it, and then
Yeah.
Lions kind of pulled away. I think they might have a bye next week,
Okay.
so we'll see if they can regroup.
All right.
All right, now let's move into contender versus pretender. We're gonna list a few teams and a few players.
Sponsored by
Doug Berto. Yeah, shout out Dougie Fresh. Let's get started with the NFC, and let's move out west a little bit. So let's get started with the Cardinals, who are 2-2. They beat the hell out of New Orleans and Carolina, but then they lost on game-winning field goals to San Francisco and Seattle.
Yeah. Oh, are you asking me?
Yes.
Sorry,
Sorry if that wasn't clear.
I think they're a pretender.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, you're beating up two of the worst teams probably in the NFL. I mean, Carolina looked good that one week last week against Atlanta, but other than that, it's just been kind of rocky. So yeah, I'd have to go with Cardinals are a pretender.
Is it
I
my
think they
turn?
definitely get.
Oh, your turn.
Yeah, they definitely got. They got the Titans coming to town next week, so I think that should put them in the win column. Let's see what happens. But like at the same time, that's another team that they can just easily, just kind of have their way with them, you know.
Yeah, at
So
least
I
they
think
should.
that they should. I mean, they definitely should.
Any given
But
Sunday.
like,
Any given Sunday.
yeah, any
You
given
learned
Sunday,
you
anything's.
learned that last week.
Oh my God, dude, that was awful. That guy definitely got a noise complaint for how loud we were yelling at the TV. But yeah, I think Cardinals are definitely need to get their act together. It's a long season, but it's not looking good right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, you're up.
All right. Houston Texans.
Pretender.
I'd agree.
I just think that first game was against the Rams. CJ Stroud. No, they didn't have a touchdown. Second game was a loss to Tampa on Monday night when Baker Mayfield definitely took some kind of something to become possessed. And then last week was against Jacksonville. So those, I mean, other than that, they were all winnable games. Did they? I mean, I guess. But CJ Stroud, right? Like this season, this is kind of reminding me of how Cincinnati has been the last couple of years. In the way that Joe Burrow has been one of the best quarterbacks in the entire league, but he starts off slow. So right now, with what Houston's got, they have Baltimore next week in Maryland. That won't be an easy game, but that's definitely a winnable game with how Baltimore's been playing. Then it looks like they have a bye. Yeah. Then they have a bye, and then the hell. And then they got Seattle on Monday night. So I mean, these are definitely some big time games. They can definitely turn it around with CJ Stroud. Very, very good player. He definitely has the potential to turn this around. But right now, if we're talking on September 29th, 2025, the Houston Texans are a pretender.
Okay.
Unfortunately. But I think that can change very easily because this is they've won back-to-back AFC South titles, and they've had some pretty big. They've had some good playoff wins. I'm trying to think who they beat CJ Stroud's rookie year in the playoffs.
Chargers.
No, that was last year.
Oh.
But I mean, glad you brought it up instead of me. No, but I think that there's definitely a chance for improvement. But right now, they're pretenders.
Okay. You're up.
Yeah. What do you have to say? Pretenders?
Pretenders.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go with this one. This one could go. I could see this one going either way. The Patriots.
Oh, that's a good one. I was about to bring that one up. I like your thinking.
Yeah.
Fitz. I'm gonna go contenders.
Mind games, baby. Mind games. Contenders?
Yeah. I like how Mac Jones has been playing. He's really, I think, taking that next
Mac
step.
Jones?
Or take it.
Mac Jones? What are you on? Mac Jones?
Drake May.
Bro.
Drake May.
You left him high and dry for Mac Jones. God damn.
I think Drake May has been playing well.
I mean, they both wear the number 10. They both wear the number 10. I can see how that gets. I can see how that gets maybe
I'm running
a
on
little bit
fumes here,
confusing.
Fitz. I gotta go to sleep, bro. I'm running on fumes. Yeah, Drake May, I think he's taken a step since last year. They finally got him a little bit more weapons. They have Stephon Diggs, who had a big game this past week. You don't know how much is left in the tank, but he's definitely a better option than what they've had in recent years. Trayvon Henderson is going to continue to have a bigger role in that offense. He's a great talent, only going to get better. The defense has been playing pretty solid. So just overall, I think, especially with Drake May being a good player, leading that team. I think I could see them being a contender, sneaking in the playoffs. I
Yeah,
like how
I
they're doing.
could. I like what Mike Vrabel is doing over there, man. I really do. I think I like how Drake May plays. He's one of the best quarterbacks to watch in the league. They've definitely got a lot of potential. He's young. They got some good guys around him that can help him out. So I really like New England, man. I think that they definitely have the opportunity to make it into the playoffs. They just can't screw anything up. But I mean, they've definitely proven that they're here to play. And I think that this should be they should be like very, very pleased with where they are right now compared to where they've been in years past. Like after Brady left in the Belichick era, and then last year with Mayo, I think. Um, anyway, but I think that New England's in a very good spot. I really do. Jets and the Dolphins suck. So they're second place behind the Bills. They're 2-2. And they definitely got a lot of momentum going in. They got Buffalo next Sunday on Sunday night. That's a big game. That's a very big game because that says a lot about. I think that says a lot about Drake May. What I think that can say a lot about Drake May, how he is as a quarterback, how the Patriots are as a team. So I'm looking forward to watching that game. I think New England could maybe pull off the upset if things go to plan. Stephon Diggs is coming back to Buffalo. So I think that there's a lot of things that are on their side. Obviously going into Bills territory is hard, but I think that they're more than capable of getting a win.
Okay. All right. Seattle Seahawks.
But I think they're 3-1. They're 3-1. I do have a Seahawks fan on my floor, so I may have to watch what I say. Uh, no, so they lost to San Francisco week 1. They bounced back against the Steelers. They beat the hell out of the Saints, and then they beat the Cardinals. Dude, that's tough. I'd say contenders with what their record is, but like it's kind of on the fence. I think that with one because they got Tampa next week. I think that if depending on how they do against Tampa, that game could easily turn them into a pretender. So I'm gonna say contender right now, but my answer may be different. My answer may be different in a week.
Okay.
I like how Sam Darnold's playing. It's good to see him playing well, not in a purple jersey. But so I definitely like what Seattle's doing. I think they got a lot of potential. So I mean, just keep riding the ship and see where it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you have to say?
I think they're a contender. Sam Darnold's playing very well. JSN is a top receiver in this league. And they got a two-headed monster in the backfield with Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. So I like how their team's built.
Okay. Yeah. Seattle's got potential, bro. All right. Let's see.
Let's do the last one. Last one each.
Last one for each, and then we should probably wrap it up because we got to get to bed for classes tomorrow. I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
That's a good one. I think they're a pretender. I just don't think I think they have a lot of talent on the roster. I think they have potential. I just think Penix, he's too rocky, inconsistent. He'll go off some games. He'll then he'll totally lay an egg at the next. I like his gunslinger mentality. He's not afraid to put the ball out there for sure. But he's definitely going to need to control his turnovers if they want to be good. But they're sitting at 2-2. They're not looking too bad. They got Bijan
That's my
Robinson.
quarterback right there, man.
Yeah, they got Bijan Robinson, arguably the best running back in the NFL. Their defense is solid, pretty solid. They have one of the better receivers in the league with Drake London, and then you have Kyle Pitts, a good tight end. So overall, I think they're constructed very well. I think they could be good in the next few years. They just need Penix to steady the ship a little bit, man. Captain the team.
Yeah. I would. Yeah, I think so. I think so. You're calling them pretenders?
I'm calling them pretenders.
Damn, bro. I might. Let's see. Who they play week 2? Let's see. Oh, they. Damn, that's tough. I might have to go with. I have to go with contender. This
Yeah.
is. I know because they were that week 1. Michael Penix played a very, very good game. And their kicker just sucked. Week 2, they also played a good game, and they beat. Week 2, they played a good game, and they beat the Vikings on Sunday Night Football. By the way, I know we didn't say this, but I definitely think the Vikings are very overrated. Not biased at all. But yeah, I think the Falcons week 2 big win. Week 3 they did shit the bed in a way, losing 30-0 to Carolina is kind of embarrassing. That was one of Michael Penix's off games, but other than that Carolina game, they've been kind of on it. So I'm gonna have to side with. I know Jane Daniels wasn't playing yesterday, but Michael Penix did throw 2 TDs and for 313 yards. So I gotta side with contenders just with how Penix has been playing, and I mean they gotta ride the ship. Jesus, so many teams have buys next week. Oh my god.
Bears do, I know.
By the way, the Ravens play the Texans next week, so both of those
Okay.
teams play each other. It's not a buy.
Nice.
So yeah.
All right.
All right. Now,
All right, my
last team.
last one. Denver Broncos.
Yes. They're up 21-3 at halftime, but I'm gonna have to go with pretender. I am. I'm gonna have to go with a pretender. Just with I mean they beat Tennessee week 1. They lost to Indianapolis. They definitely should have. That was just a very, very critical error against Indianapolis. Like that false start on the field goal. And then when he already missed it, you move him up 5 yards, let him get to do it again. Like that can cost you. I know Bo Nix played very well that game, but that doesn't make up for the fact that you are 1-2 right now. So I am gonna have to side with pretender just with the fact of like you can't make Broncos. Don't get me wrong. Broncos are definitely like next if they can get a win in their next game. They also have a bye next week. If they can, like just keep this rolling, man. Like I think that they're definitely gonna be a pretender in like a week or 2. Or not pretender, contender. But I think right now, just with their record, and they're kind of beating up a not very good Cincinnati team. So I kind of have to go with a contender. I know I might hear about it with some people, but I got to go with Broncos are a pretender right now.
You're not going to hear about it much because Tyson's in Mongolia, so he can't give you shit.
I know, but Nathan's a Broncos fan and just
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
yeah, might hear about it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Just got to turn around, man.
Yep.
What do you have to say about that?
Hold on, I get back into frame
What's with the
here.
camera, bro?
I was looking at the games. I think the Broncos. I think the Broncos are a contender or a pretender. I think.
Broncos are a pretender. Okay,
Actually, I'm gonna go contender. I'm gonna.
that's a hard one, man.
They're 2-2 now.
Okay.
Probably it's 21-3 at half. I think their offense has really not been good, but I think it can't get worse. I think they'll only be better. Their defense is good. They got Surtain. They got a bunch of guys. So I think they'll find a way to put it all together towards the end of the season. I think they'll be scary.
Yeah.
As a Chargers
so,
fan.
man.
But we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think that. Oh yeah, they lost to LA last week. Was that that was a game-winning field goal. So, but yeah, I think that they're definitely going to turn around at some point. It's early. I mean, that's kind of how it goes. So, yeah. But other than that, you got anything else? No. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Night. Thank you guys so much for listening. We're going to try and come out with as many episodes as we can. Obviously, with college exams, stuff going on, it's not going to be as consistent. But during Christmas, we're definitely going to fire off a rapid list of episodes just with some time off. But, I mean, we're going to maybe try to get one more in before then. But we can't. I don't want to promise anything. But we'll definitely fire off a few episodes during Christmas break. But guys, thank you so much for listening. I'm Fitz Kerrigan. That is
Christian Mott.
and we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.